Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Harakak double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. So this video is basically going to be entitled somewhere around like 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, because I'm just going to read, through majority of it, because that's the times that we're in. Alright, so I'm going to start from the top. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And we could all agree that we are in the last days because, we are in perilous times, all right? It's evil times, all right? And wickedness is at an all-time high in the world, along with Satan going coming at us harder than ever. Because since we are in the last days, what's going to happen? The spiritual demon Satan is going to try to attack us even more so. All right. So knowing that, we have to lean more upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai to defend us and to keep us safe. All right. To protect us from Satan, we have to walk in the spirit, you know, like it goes into in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. All right. Keeping on the armor at all times, more than ever now, you know. Continuing on, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, all right, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy. And these qualities, this is where a lot of men are going to be happening. A lot of men that are not right, all right, because as we are at the end, you know, these men that have these qualities are going to be exposed, all right, because we are in the last days. The guys that have these qualities, they're not going to make it into the kingdom, man. All right. They're not going to keep enduring in this word. All right. They're going to be exposed for having these qualities and end up being shown to be not right, not being a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Because like it says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. All right. And you have a lot of guys that are lovers of their own selves. You're only thinking of yourself and not of anybody else, man. All right, you're not thinking of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, because if you was in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you wouldn't have none of those qualities, man. All right. Now I'm gonna continue on, verse 3. Without natural affection, all right, you don't show any love. You can't show love, pretty much. It says truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent. And when you look up that word incontinent, it means without self-control. All right. So you don't have any control whatsoever, man. You're not disciplined. You're just doing whatever. All right. You're not walking in the spirit. You're literally just whatever the flesh desires to do. You're just going out there to do it. That's why it says, for in verse 2, that for men shall be lovers of their own selves. That's why you have that quality of being incontinent, because you're you don't have any control. You're doing whatever that comes to you, that your spirit loves to do. All right. And I'm gonna get a precept real quick off of that. It is second. This is 1 Corinthians. This is straight to the point. 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. You know. So you're supposed to be having self-control, man. All right. You ain't supposed to be incontinent like the other word says. Because when you look at the word temperate, it's like, when you look at the word temperate, it means having self-control, continent. And the guy who's not a man of the Lord is the complete opposite of that, all right? You're going to be incontinent. You're not going to have self-control. You're going to be undisciplined. You're just going to be doing whatever Satan pretty much tells you to do. All right, so I'm going to go back to verse 3. It says, incontinent. I'm going to start from the top of verse 3. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, all right, undisciplined, you don't have any self-control, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Yeah, you hating everybody that's really in the right spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, because why? You are not in the spirit, man. That's why you despise those that are good, because you're not good, man. You're actually evil the whole time. All right. It says traitors, heady, high-minded, and lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Yeah, you love pleasing your flesh more than you love pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. And all these guys that have these qualities, man, they're not right. And like it says in the first verse, in the last days, perilous times are going to come because the men are going to have and men are going to have these qualities, man. We know that we're in the last days, so a lot more men are going to be exposed to having these qualities, all right? And if you see guys with these qualities, man, a lot of the times they don't be right. They're not right in spirit, all right? It says, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. So if you love pleasure more than pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you love pleasing your flesh, man, and you're not going to make it, all right? And this is the precept I want to get in Sirach. It says, Sirach 19:5, because it says in verse 4 that they're lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. So it says in Sirach 19:5, it says, whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. Yeah, and if you're condemned, you can't keep it doing this work, man. All right. Why? Because you're condemned. And whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. And those pleasures that it's talking about in verse 4, where it says lovers of pleasures more than more lovers in pleasure more than lovers of the Most High, it's talking about you loving pleasures that's wickedness, pretty much, man. All right, because a lot of the things that's pleasing your flesh, that's not pleasing the Most High. If you love pleasing your flesh more than pleasing the Most High, you're not in the right spirit. And if you continue to please your flesh, what's going to happen? You're going to reap corruption. All right. That's why it says that he that soweth to the flesh shall reap corruption, man. Okay. And then I'm going to finish this off in Sirach 19:5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. Yeah. So if you're in the spirit of love and the Most High than pleasures, you're crowning your life. All right. You're choosing life over death. But somebody who actually wants to choose pleasures, all right, and most of the time when you choosing pleasure over Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's going to end up leading into wickedness, all right? And what's going to happen? You're going to be condemned. And once you're condemned, you can't be doing this work no more because just your conscience is seared, man. All right, you're basically done. All right. And continuing on, it says, for of this sort, verse 5, it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Yeah, you might have a form of godliness. They may appear like they're a godly man or whatnot, but they deny in Yahweh Shem Yahushai ultimately, man, in their works, in their actions, and in their deeds. All right, and it says, from such turn away. You don't want to be around that type of person because you don't want that spirit to hop on you that they have, man. Just like as in scriptures, when we would go to war, if a man had a spirit of fear, you wouldn't want to be around that man because he might put that spirit of fear upon you. All right. In verse 6, it says, "For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning, and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth." Yeah, and when you look that up for knowledge, it means the precise and correct knowledge the used in the New Testament of the knowledge of things ethical and divine. You know, and when you look on the Strong's, it says full discernment. So they don't even have the full discernment. All right. So they might know everything, a lot of precepts, scriptures, and all that, but they don't have the full discernment. They're reprobates. So you can know all the scriptures in and out, hit the precepts, hit the history, already have all this knowledge in the scriptures, yet you don't have any discernment to apply it to your life. All right, that's why you're ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of of the truth. You know, you're not able to apply it, man. All right. In verse 8, it says, "Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moses, so do these also resist the truth. Men of corrupt minds." Yeah, your mind is polluted, you know, reprobate concerning the faith. And that's why it said in verse 7, you're ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth, because you're reprobate concerning the faith and you have a corrupt mind. So you can know all the breakdowns, all the scriptures, the precepts, this and that, yet you have a corrupt mind and you're reprobate concerning the faith, man. You don't even know you're not even applying what you're reading, man. All right, here it is. You can read the scriptures, the whole entire Bible from front to back multiple times, and you still not even walking in the spirit of the scriptures, man. Why is that? Because you have a corrupt mind and you're reprobate concerning the faith. And it's going to be made manifest in your actions, because you're going to have those qualities that's written further up. All right, whether it be you being a truce breaker, false accuser, all those other things written. All right, ultimately you're ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. All right, because you don't have discernment, man. You're a reprobate and you have a corrupt mind. Your mind, because you chose the ways that corrupted you instead of the ways that would bring life to you, which is the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and applying them to your life. Not just knowing what to do and not doing it, actually doing it, man, and applying it. In verse 9 it says, "But they shall proceed no further, for their folly shall be manifest unto all men, as theirs also was." Yeah, you're not going to proceed any further in this truth, man. Or you're not going to continue on. Why? Because your folly shall be manifest unto all men. All right, it's going to be made manifest that these dudes ain't in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, the Lord is going to expose you, and it's going to be manifest unto all men. All right. Verse 10, it says, "But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long suffering, charity, and patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yea, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Shai shall suffer persecution, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived." So these guys that ain't in the right spirit, man, all right, they're going to be waxing worse and worse, man. Those evil men, all right, because they're deceiving brothers, all right, and you're being deceived. So you're deceiving everyone else acting like you're in the spirit, acting like you're a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the whole time you're being deceived because you actually believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is on your side when he's not, man. All right? The Lord ain't dealing with you. All right? He's deceiving you. All right? And it's only going to last, like, you're only going to keep going for so long. Because it's, and further up, it says they shall proceed no further. All right? Your folly is going to be made manifest, man. You're going to be made manifest that you're not in the right spirit. All right? And you're gonna be waxing worse and worse, man. Because you was an evil man the whole time, trying to perceive, trying to act like you was a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. In verse 14 it says, "But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them." And that's what the true men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai will do. We're going to continue in the things which Yahweh Shem Yahushai has taught us, man. All right, which we have been assured of, knowing of whom we have learnt them, because we learned them from very honorable and and beautiful men that are walking in the spirit, from the apostles, the elders, and on down. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 15, "And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahushai. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness." All right? Yeah, this is supposed to be your instruction in righteousness, man. All right? This is supposed to instruct you how to live your life, how to walk in your daily life, all right? Yet you have guys that are reprobate and they can't discern and they don't know how to apply it. That's why they're ever learning and they're never able to come to the knowledge of truth. All right, because you don't know how to take it as instruction in righteousness, man. All right. That the man, verse 17, that the man of the Most High may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. You know. And that's how the man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be, man. You're gonna strive for perfection, man. All right, and thoroughly furnished unto all good works. And let me look up that word furnished. Yeah, it means to complete, to finish, to furnish perfectly, to finish, to accomplish, as it were, to render the days complete. Yeah. So you're gonna completely. You're gonna be completely perfect unto all good works. We strive for perfection because we're in these bodies. Yet that man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we strive for perfection, man. Why? Because we verse 16, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. And that's how we take this word. All right. We know that it is profitable for doctrine. All right. Sometimes you may be reproved. All right. You may be corrected, and you apply it as instruction in your life, man, in righteousness. All right. Yet you have certain guys out there that's not going to do this and be in that spirit, and those are the evil men, and those that are going to be waxing worse and worse. All right, deceiving and being deceived, because they're portraying that they are in the spirit when they're not in the spirit the whole time, and these men are going to be made manifest. All right, they're not going to proceed any further, like it says further up. They're not going to proceed any further in the faith, because their conscience is going to condemn them, man, because they're actually lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they have all those other qualities that evil men will have. All right, and you're going to be made manifest. There's no way that you can hide it, because the spirit in you isn't right, man, and ultimately you're condemned in your conscience. So you being condemned from partaking in the pleasures of your flesh and being lovers of your pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is not going to allow you to continue in this work, man. You just can't. And that's how it always goes. And that's how it always will be. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to find you, man, and expose you and make it manifest to everyone, to all men. All right? So, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'm going to wrap it up right there and give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all the Akim out there preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.